filling fenders for the flex truck. It's kind of what to expect with the aftermarket fenders on what you're going to be filling. This section seems to be okay. There might be some stuff in here. Most definitely stuff on the back, though, that whole back edge. Big waves here. This section is probably the worst of it. Just super jacked up there, which sucks because it's the hardest place to sand. And then the front there, same thing, that front edge. Big dimples here, big dimples here. I still have to weld in a piece to contour that step that we had to custom over the leaf spring perch. You know, these stuck out a little too much, so we had to kind of round that out here to make it across over that.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
So got a lot of the body work done on the fender. You can kind of see what we ended up with as far as what it looks like on an aftermarket fender to straighten it out. Obviously more primer and blocking and all that goes on. I'm having a lot of trouble getting this to sit right. I think I've got it, but as you can see, like, this has a weird like into it, so I want it to line up with the bottom of the bed there. So I kind of drew a line on that to cut that next time the bed's off. Also, I was talking about our custom piece here, so I'm having to kind of shape this fender in here in order to do that, and then we'll cap that inside of the fender there so the edge continues on the inside. Just a matter of getting all these right. I've had to move some holes around on the fenders. I had to add another one here because we got rid of the one in there for another mount for the fender, or the step there. I'm moving the holes around on the fender side so you can't see it on the bed side. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that when you tighten down the fender, it moves the bed side a lot, and so it's kind of hard to be blocking on your bedside and stuff when the fender's off or on. There's no real winning on having it straight on the inside of the bed here when the fender moves it so much. I think the fender straightens it out for the most part. It seemed like on these front bolts that the inside edge of the fender was more like this, so when I tighten them down, it kind of when it kick the bedside like that a little bit, and you can kind of see it in the bolts possibly where they're kind of dipping a little bit more on this side than this side. You can see that one a little more. He's dipping on that side, but trying to figure it out. And then I gotta kind of attach this piece somehow with keeping it removable. I think I'm gonna put another bolt here that goes and holds the fender. There's the same on the back. On the back one, there's actually a hole under that to put through there because we've raised this bed floor up and it just happened to be in the right spot. You know, it's kind of a tight tolerance. I wanted to get the body work done on the fender so when I put it in here, you know, that part's done, but you still have to take it off to prime it and whatnot. And then we have a tight gap in here, so that's also an area that kind of needs to, you need to be careful with. There's not a lot of room there. You can see why I kind of switched it to this and not having our pigtail rubbed right here, just to kind of help with that area right there, not having so much bulk. Wanting to make sure that I, you know, have this all figured out before we go any further with the paint on it. So I think I most definitely want to cut off the bottom of the pocket there. Like I said, just trying to situate the fender because it's kind of doesn't really line up to a lot, you know, it's just kind of floating in the middle of this bedside. They do kind of ramp it up there and then drop it down even on that gap there at the top. You know, it isn't like a straight even gap. So a lot of things to check and make sure are going to be okay here. lot of things are checking out wrong and needing more attention. So a lot of taking it apart, putting it back together, just double check, triple check, 50 times, 60 times check. All right, we got these little guys built. They're just a little, you know, piece to fill in that back piece here. And I'm gonna get the steps on here. We're gonna pull it outside and make sure where we're gonna end up on these. I don't believe they're gonna line up. You know, we got a different bed here, we got different fenders, and it's just different. So, well, we're getting there. Worked on the bed this week, and just coming along. It's nice to see the hood emblem on there. Still need to make these corner bumper brackets. Haven't started those at all. The body work, I just kind of did a quick and dirty on it. I did block it. It's in need of some more attention. I did the body work on the steps, and they're close. They should be about good. I'm suspecting another primer at least. I haven't decided if the exhaust is turned down too low, like if I need to turn that angle up a little bit, bring it a little closer. Right now it'll keep all that soot and whatnot off the paint, so that's good, but I don't know if it's at the right angle. But overall, she is beautiful. But this week we got the bodywork on the fenders done, bodywork on the steps done, got them primed, and got the sound deadening in. And I actually ended up doing 2 layers of 80 mil sound mat on this, just because it's a small cab and it's a diesel, you know, just try to get some of that noise out of there. But I'm happy with it. I like our little fuel neck. You know, we made this little guy, and I'm happy with him. He needs a little bit more welding. I'm gonna try not to put any filler on there so the fuel doesn't mess with it. These are some aftermarket center caps, and they rattled, so I put some, like, they had these little plugs on the back. I put like some rubber plugs on the end of them, and it tightened them up so they won't rattle. I'm gonna try to get some factory ones for it, but it's hard to find clean ones, you know. I'm digging the skid guard here. It turned out really cool. Helps cover up that lift kit. So this lower part that sticks out is the lift kit, but you could see the old control arm mounts up there, but with this skid plate on there, it covers it. And did a nice bend on it to wrap up under there. Just a couple of Allen bolts and she's on, you know. Really was a relatively simple piece to make, even though I had it cut and had it bent. Because I didn't have either tool for that, but it worked out really well. Tori down at TJ Metal Tech cut it, water jet cut it for me, and then Forbes Welding bent it for me. They have a really sweet bender down there, big old 3-phase bastard. But flex truck is starting to flex.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job,